Galatasaray are facing Besiktas away, and I believe this is one of the most important games of the season, not only because of the points, but also because of the mentality-wise. Everybody is talking about our difficult fixture. If Galatasaray manage to get away with a positive result in this game, I believe it will send a clear sign to our rival that we are here to show up. But talking about one of the most important games, this is probably one of the most difficult games of the season as well, because in this stadium, I think it's 10 years since it opened, Galatasaray has managed to win once and one draw and lost 8 times. So I really hope Okan Hoxha can come up with a brilliant plan like he often does against Fenerbahce away. Talking about Galatasaray, it is very difficult to predict our 11. I see someone are talking about this 11 and someone are talking about this 4-2-3-1 with Gabriel Sara as number 10 and Lemina as central midfielder. Let's talk about this first. I don't think it's coincidence that Okan Hoxha has tried to play with Osimhen and Barış Alper against Alanya home and then Barış Alper as striker away. The thing is, when we played against Alanya home, is that when they managed to turn the play 1 or 2 times, our midfielders were completely gone and they could just force through our lines. And Besiktas midfielders are very, very good with Orkun, Aslani and Ndidi. We will talk about them later. But this has some weak points, this 11. You can probably maybe change Noah Lang with Salah and be a bit more defensive, but to have one less midfielder is very, very risky. I also see people are talking about this 11. And it's weak points here as well. The thing is, we played like this, switching out Leroy Sané and in with Noah Lang against Juventus. And we really struggled to come out. We really struggled to have that high pressing. It is not necessarily only about high pressing. It is about having press on their center backs or their midfielders. Because as much as we said that Yunus was weak against Juventus at home, he was phenomenal in the pressing, especially against Locatelli. When you're taking that away, you need to have another plan than just pressing, because Gabriel Sara really struggles with that, especially as the number 10. He is very easily to be dribbled past, but not only that, he's very late in the pressing as well. So they doesn't necessarily need to dribble you, but they have that 1 or 2 more seconds to think, to play out or whatever, and that 1 or 2 seconds can say a lot especially in the pressing. So it's very difficult to predict our 11. Maybe Salah as number 10, I heard that as well, I don't know. We just have to wait and see, but I'm not sure if it's a good or bad thing to not be able to predict our 11, because Besiktas 11 are more easily to predict. They have not lost in 17 games, 18 if you bring up their friendly. But this is their 11 I believe they will play with. And it is a strong 11 because they had a very good transfer window. They're in very good form. As you can see here, they have not the fastest team in the world if you're looking at their offensive players. But they have players that can play out from a high pressing or an intense press. For example, Orkun, Aslani, Ndidi is good with the ball, Olaitan, Serni. These players can come out from a tight space and then turn the play So they are totally open, and that's very dangerous. You don't need to be the fastest player then. So they're just in very good form. The new striker, oh, is not the fastest either. He works a lot and very ambitious in his playing style, and he tries to be in the build-up. This is just a little thing they are doing in their build-ups when they're playing out from Edison. They're trying to drag down with their players, with their fullbacks, their defensive line. NDD, Aslan and Orkun are going a bit down, and then they're trying to play it on Oh, and then win the second balls, or he tries to play Orkun in the feet. Olaitan is coming close to him. Serni can sometimes go behind the defense. He doesn't necessarily come alone with the goalkeeper. I don't want to jinx it. But then he can keep the ball from there, and they can build up from there as well. The thing here is that Orkun and Olaitan is also often switching in position. So Olaitan is a bit like McKennie in the terms that he is very fluid in his playing, or in his role, I will say. He's suddenly on the right side taking a run from there. Orkun is sometimes going left, because I think then it is more easily for him to have his face towards the opponent's goal and can create things from there, play through passes, turn the play from the left to the right. Ridvan is good with the feet as well. Murillo is I think he's more offensive fullback, and he has a good shot. We have seen he has scored some long shots in recently. So where can Galatasaray punish Besiktas from here? You can, for example, see Ridvan. He's not the biggest player. Maybe we can, I really hope Leroy Sané will take advantage of that and really show himself. What I think, if we are going to play with two strikers, is that Barış will go more to Ridvan's side and try to go in those duels and win those, and either win those and Leroy Sané running behind the defense, or trying to take the ball down and play it to Leroy Sané and build up from there. The thing is, then I think NDD will go switch over there and try to go in those duels, and they will just come with their midfielders more compact. Besiktas has also scored lately much on corners, so Galatasaray really need to be careful on that, because to consider a goal from a really easy goal from a corner, you should just avoid that, because yes, it can happen, but let's say that happening in the 7th minute. Galatasaray won. Our only win against Besiktas was on that corner. I think Al-Mustrati scored an own goal, I think. So that can change the totally of the game, and we should just be very careful on that. And we have been very weak defensively on corners and set pieces so far. And Serni, Orkun has a good feet, so we need to be really, really careful. I'm emphasizing that because a corner goal is a goal, and 1-0, or if you're leading 2-0 and they are scoring the 2-1 goal, it can totally change the game. So yes, again, I'm repeating myself, Galatasaray needs to really be careful there. Other than that, I really hope we can come out with 3 points from this game, because then it will again send clear signs to Fenerbahce. But it is only 3 days from the Besiktas game till that we are going to play against Liverpool. And 3 days are very, very difficult. It's all about the mindset, but also about the physicality. It will be a very difficult game. And about the referee, Ozan Ergün is the referee of the game. I'm just glad it is not Yasin Kol, because he's the worst referee I've ever seen. Not only the worst referee, but his intentions, it can't be good. It just can't be good. Generally, the referees in Turkey is not good, so we will just have to wait and see. With the pressure from the fans, they are able to do some very bad decisions, I believe. So yeah, we just have to wait and see. I really hope Okan Hoca is coming with a clear and good plan. And from there, let's just hope that Galatasaray are coming out with a positive result. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. And comment down below about the lineup. I'm really curious, what do you guys think about the lineups? What is the best probability for Galatasaray to win with the lineups? I'm not totally sure, actually. So I hope to see you soon, guys. Bye.